Hey, good afternoon. So, you've probably seen the subject. I'm going to talk about how to tame your spiraling, overthinking mind, which I know many of us are trapped in, but I'll talk about me. So, it's been something that I've had for years, like one heck of a really busy mind, and it has me taking people's comments personally. It has me reacting, completely blowing something out of proportion in my mind. And it can be quite overwhelming to manage. And so I wanted to share some things that, thank goodness, I've learned and I can use all the time to make me more calm and less reactive, and also feel a lot clearer in my thoughts and able to focus, and actually just way better to be around. Because when you have a lot of stuff going on in your mind, it creates a lot less space, and which that's when we start to react, because other people saying or doing other things, certain things we can react to, because we can't possibly fit one more thing in our head and we can't cope. So the first thing I would suggest is becoming aware of the thoughts. And I know that sounds really weird, but basically we're in the present moment here, but we're also able to realize that there are thoughts going on in our head, like, okay, well, this is getting out of hand. This is, I'm having some pretty intense thoughts. Like, for example, I'm pretty good at over-analysing conversations. So reanalyzing it after it happened. And so I will think, why did I say that? What's she going to think of me? And so once I'm able to realize that I had that thought, straight away I'm kind of a little bit more aware of it and in the present moment. And then start to notice your breathing. So take a little notice or assessment of your breathing, and it might be really short and shallow. Often when we're stressed, that's how we breathe. And that way, it's one way to pull us straight out of our head and into our body. And then you can focus on deep breathing if necessary. It could be enough that you just notice your breathing, kind of be like, whoa, okay, chill. My mind has gone all around here, but I'm still sitting here. And then you can kind of move on. Or one thing that that helps when you're trying to get to sleep, it always helps me, because often that's the time of day where you're processing so many things in your mind, and then there are other things that you want to make sure you do the next day, and there's so many thoughts because we're finally resting, and then the thoughts come in because we've created some space. So one way to calm down and go to sleep, if this is the case then, or any other time of the day, is deep breathing. So inhaling deeply for 4 counts, and then holding it for 4 counts, and then exhaling for 4 counts, and then holding a little bit. And basically, if you do that for 5 rounds at least, then that's bringing your body back into a relaxed state. So it's easing your nervous system and bringing you back into that rest and digest mode, which we want to be in all of the time, and often our mind takes us elsewhere. And so, yeah, I really think that's basically kind of the basic 101 of bringing yourself into the present moment. And as I say, that helps me all of the time. And I think it's important to know that everyone has really full-on thoughts. So I think once we understand that, we can really start to focus on, okay, it's not just me, I'm not just crazy, I can follow these cool tips that Julia's given me and go from there. So let me know if it's helpful, and we'll be in touch. Thanks, everybody.